Hey everybody, this is a new kind of episode sort of thing from Nerd Variety. I am Hayden and I am joined today by my co-host, I guess still co-host, Josh.
Hey, it's me, Josh, and
Yes,
I'm joined by my co-host, Hayden.
yes, me. No nickname today, but
Well, I'm not leading. I didn't start the discussion, so I
yeah,
don't have. I'm not able to
whatever.
do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Anyway, so things are going to be a bit weird going forward. We don't know how long exactly, but a lot of stuff has been just going on this year. Schedules changing, energy levels, kind of all over the place. It's a
Yeah.
weird year. It's a weird time for all of us. So we're at least currently sort of suspending the season format in favor of just kind of doing episodes occasionally when we can and when we really feel like we have something to talk about. So we're still going to be posting stuff. Things are going to be up in the air, a little weird right now, but we still love doing this and still want to do it as much as we can. Hannah couldn't be here today because she's got other stuff going on, and what the topic that we're dealing with today, Hannah was not involved in. So obviously, this past weekend, if you're watching close to the time that we get, well, for us, this past weekend was Labor Day weekend 2021. So we just went to DragonCon in Atlanta. So if you're not familiar with DragonCon, we've talked about it on a previous episode or two. And yeah, it's always hard for me to explain to people that don't really know what it is. It's a big convention of like pop culture, nerdy stuff, geeky stuff, a lot of cosplaying involved.
A lot of
In fact,
cosplay.
yeah, a lot of cosplay. I think it's the biggest cosplay like convention thing. Um, I feel like I heard that, but I don't remember for sure.
Yeah, definitely one of the. If not, it's probably the biggest in Georgia and probably one of the bigger ones of the Southeast.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, but it's a lot of fun. When I first try to explain it to people that don't know, they immediately want to compare it to Comic Con, and it's just like it's really not like Comic Con though. Like if you've been to both of them, you can tell that Comic Con is definitely more of like a kind of like a showcase of new things, and it's
Yeah.
more like publicity for
Yeah.
celebrities and stuff.
More. It invites more news outlets to come and watch and be a
Yeah,
witness to them them unveiling their new projects and new movies and games and shows and all that fun stuff.
yeah,
But this is and Dragon Con in Atlanta has had a few like they have premiered some things, they have presented some things in the past years, but it's not the mainstay for presenting things.
yeah. Dragon Con is definitely more like. So I've never personally been to Comic Con, um, but my understanding from people that I've heard from that have been to both. Josh, I know you've been to both, but um, is
Well, not one of the major ones. I've been to the Atlanta Comic Con, which was
yeah,
smaller scale, more like a smaller scale Dragon Con. But it's yeah, I would like to go to the ones in San Diego or New York. That would be really fun to go to one year.
yeah, for sure. But I've heard that like Dragon Con is more, I guess, friendly. Um, there's a lot people are a lot more open and accepting of everybody. It can be, it's a really great place. Um, Especially like you'll have people, you of course will have the occasional people that are just jerks like you do anywhere, but usually they're going to be good people that are going to bite back against that, um, stand up for the people that might be bullied or something. I know there was a whole thing this year where someone was like being, I guess, shamed for their costume, because it was kind of revealing, they played, I can't remember the character's name, someone from maybe Lilo or something from The Fifth Element, I think it is.
Oh yeah. Well, that costume's already revealing.
Yeah, I know, but like that's the thing. Like they wanted to do that character because they really liked that character, and someone was trying to shame them for wearing such a costume that was so revealing and everything. And like, people ended up backing up the person that wore the costume, and really just calling out the person that was just being a jerk. So yeah, it's a very welcoming group, very open-minded. Just a nice community for DragonCon. Of course, there are things to do, but the more I go, this is only my third year attending, and I honestly didn't do that much this year, but every year, like, I tend to have a hard time deciding what to do, because like there's so much, but finding the stuff that's really worthwhile is often very hard. So first of all, the structure of it, basically, you go in, like, I think it's Thursday. It's usually like a Thursday through Monday event. Thursday usually doesn't have that much, I don't think. Basically, that's the days that you go in to pick up your passes, which that was what I did on Thursday. And that line was long. So things were scaled back quite a bit, quite drastically this year. So I think they had like less space and less volunteers doing registration this time. So it was like, usually the line is massive. Like in years past that I've gone, granted it was only 2 other years, it would fill up this big like ballroom inside a hotel, and it would go outside, wrap around the building, and that would be the line. But it would move really fast. You could be through it in like 30 minutes. This one, it was not a ballroom. It was definitely a smaller room, but still pretty big, that packed hundreds of people, at least. And
you're talking about the registration place for this year?
Yeah.
And I've also, and when I went in 2016, I was just there for one day. It was the same place that I went and picked up my pass, but this one was a little more congested because while we're still in the pandemic, they wanted people there that they changed their policy about 3 weeks before the event. You won't have to have a negative COVID test. You have to or have a vaccination card, and so that they had to kind of work around that for this year. But Sunday was, going on Sunday, that's not a really busy day, but I can definitely see that happening for Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday for people, for the line being so long.
Yeah, well, on Thursday, it was, sorry, I went to get a blowout today, and they did a braid, and it has been feeling weird. I like it better like this. Anyways, yeah, Thursday, it filled up that room, which was packed, again, hundreds of people at least. And then it came out of the building, wrapped entirely around this hotel, then crossed the street. And by the time I got in line, wrapped halfway across that building. So it was a long line. It took me 2.5 hours to get through there.
That's a minute. That's a long wait.
Yeah. So it was pretty significant, but yeah, that was all I did Thursday. I didn't go any on Friday just because it was, I don't know. I didn't really feel it, and I have to drive. The best thing to do if you can afford it, and if you really want to get the most out of DragonCon, is be able to find a room, get a room in one of the host hotels. It's really difficult because they fill up almost instantly. They give priority to people who have roomed there before in previous years.
Or have annual passes.
Yeah, so they tend to fill up from those people before they
or have
but,
or also how you can have a friend that lives in the downtown area,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
Really being able to get in a host hotel is like that's perfect because you can
yeah.
like you're gonna get tired if you really do all like Dragon Con stuff.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. I don't know
and
how
it's great to go
I
up to your room, be able to change if you need to, take a shower.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but
I know for like one day of a convention, like 2 days straight of a convention is what I usually do for like Walker Stalker and for Comic Con when I went. Like 2 days is like, okay, the third day we'll go for a little bit, but we're all just tired.
yeah, for sure.
And it's nice to, I'm sure, like you said, it's nice to be able to go to a hotel, the hotel that you're staying at, or that's in the area, because in that little space in downtown, you go up so many hills, walking from hotel to hotel, trying to find your event. It's a bit of a maze, but it's still worth going to go to your the panels that you want to see and seeing the stars that you want to see too.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and you know what? Usually I never really deal with celebrities that end up going there. If they do a panel, because there are panels all day, every day. Some really good ones. This year I did like bare minimum. This is the fewest panels that I've ever done, which is okay. Like you can go and just do panels all day, every day, and that can be great.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
you're not taking full advantage of the con if you're doing that, because then you're in a room, you're in rooms all day. Um, you're still going to get quite a bit of exercise though, because it's spread
yeah,
out through a few blocks of Atlanta. So
yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
walking. But yeah, like this year, I started off each day, both of the 2 days that I went. Um, I started off with a panel. So the first day I went to, it was like a psychology of cosplaying thing,
Hmm.
which was really cool. And of course, I just started um, I started a grad program at well, for school counseling. So I was like, I see psychology in something, I'm gonna go to that. Unfortunately, there were a couple panels that were psychology, but they were both at the exact same time. So I'm like, dang it.
Yeah, I liked how they had a lot of not so much, like panels where the usual panels where you talk to stars, but they also had ones for like certain interests, like if you're a fan of this genre or this series or
Yeah.
this franchise, or even if, and like you said, like there was some for like everybody, like science panels and like social issues panels. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, they're always good at having a lot of stuff like that, which those are the ones that interest me the most. The ones that tend to have the longest lines are those for celebrities. But I
Yeah,
yeah, for second day I met you, Josh, at the Felicia Day one, which to
yeah,
be
yeah,
honest,
yeah.
like I like Felicia Day, hearing her talk and everything. I love her.
Yeah,
She's a wonderful person.
oh yeah,
But
yeah. She's so great.
I know like nothing about her. I knew that she was. I want to say the character was Talus in Dragon Age 2. It was something like
Mhm.
that. I
Yeah,
always
something like
feel
that.
like I blank on her name, but yeah,
I
she's
knew
in
she
Dragon
was.
Age 2. I knew her from that, and I I watched part of the guild for a little bit, but
Mhm.
I didn't watch a lot of it. And then after that, I'm like, I don't think I really know her in like anything.
Yeah, I know she got a lot. She was really popular from her Supernatural character, which I've never gotten that far in Supernatural
Me.
to see her in that. And I've heard her voice a lot, but especially from listening to her in the Voyage to the Stars podcast. She plays a science officer, and it's a lot of improv. It's really funny. But it was like I hear her voice and I see her, but I've never like seen her talk that much. So I was like, oh, I'll go see how she sounds, see her talk in person, and kind of hear more about her journey, and listen to people ask her questions.
Mm-hmm.
Now it was a really nice panel.
Yeah, and I definitely picked up on the fact that she's popular from Supernatural. A lot of people were talking about her in that, and I'm like, oh, okay. I've never seen that. I've seen like the first episode of that show. I was like, I don't really care for it.
Yeah, every fifth question was about her Supernatural character. It was you knew who they were there for.
Yeah,
and I got a chance to talk to her very briefly. They were trying to get her out of there. She was trying to sign autographs. I just thanked her for the Voyage podcast, because it's kept me company on my rise to work for the past couple of years.
And Zachary Levi was there again this year, I guess, but
he was.
Yeah, I don't really care about him that much. I talked to him in 2019, like just for the briefest moment.
You still mad? You still mad that
I'm not mad. I just like I'm not mad. I just like after that.
Hayden asked him if you want to be on the show.
Yeah, I mean, of course it was going to be a no. I knew it was going to be a no, but you guys were kind of pushing for it, so I'm like, okay, I'll ask anyways.
Wait, we were?
I don't remember. I felt like
not.
I needed to do my due diligence, I guess.
I mean, promote the podcast for sure, but I mean, you don't have to swing for the big guns just yet.
Yeah, no, but so I mean, he was there.
Maybe if we went every year that he went and just asked him there, hey, will you be on our podcast? It's like 1 year he may just give in and say yes.
Well, you said you spoke to Felicia Day. You should have asked her.
Oh, no. The attendants there were trying to rush us through, because it was about time for her to go, and they were trying to get people that actually wanted autographs and pictures. So
yeah, I mean, honestly though, like they're there for the money. Like they're there because they want the money. And I mean,
are you talking about the stars or the oh yeah, they're there for the extra. Some of them do like interacting with fans, but some of them do get on a schedule, and when it's time for them to go, they're ready to go.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand both of that. Like there are definitely some, like I believe there are quite a few celebrities at least that are there also because they enjoy DragonCon and because they enjoy the environment. But again, like they're there for the money. Like that's their reason for being there.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I get that they still have to do their job there to sign autographs and get pictures and stuff. So other than those two panels, like I didn't really do much on Saturday. I did that one panel, then I went to a meetup, and then I went to a party. And I had a really great time. It was a lot of fun. I actually danced at this party, which is very unusual for me.
You can dance? What?
No, but I did. No, but I did at the party. Because I mean, it's just a lot of fun, and it's good people. There's good people around. The parties are pretty good too, for the most part. This is actually the same party that I went to 2 years ago, the last time they did DragonCon, and I was not a fan of that party then. It was really kind of lame and boring. This time it was much better. I ended up actually kind of bringing that up to the guy on Facebook who was hosting the party, and apparently hosted it last time too, and he got real upset with me for saying that I was kind of disappointed by it. And I'm like, okay, but like that was my experience. I had my own stuff going on. Also, do better this time.
Well, I've seen a lot of like TikToks and like short videos about from people that were at the party. I think Thursday night I saw one video of just everyone in the T-Rex costumes just dancing around in the ballroom. But I've never seen that before, so I thought that was hilarious and cool. And I would like to see that. I would like to be able to go to go for more than one day and see and attend a party. I think that would be really fun.
For sure. For sure. Like, the thing is, if you're going to attend a party, you got to prepare to stay out late. Those are late parties. Like this one, I left early. Like, I left after midnight. That's like early.
Yeah.
People leave
Yeah,
at like
yeah.
2 a.m. or something from those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I stayed for like 2 or 3 hours. Like, I forget what time it started, but yeah. And again, just the best part of DragonCon is really just like meeting people and talking to people and seeing all the cool costumes too.
Oh yeah.
But like those are great, honestly. And this was something that was being talked about at the psychology of cosplaying panel that I saw. And totally agree with. Like, one of the best things about cosplaying, either doing it yourself or seeing other people, just being able to see other people that are cosplaying, is that's how you can connect with people there. Like, you just comment on their cosplay, and like, they're doing it for a reason, usually because they enjoy that character or something.
And they know other people enjoy those characters too.
Yeah. And then like, you just get in a conversation about it. Either that, or you can just, it makes it easy to start conversations. And this is I'm someone who has really bad social anxiety. And I have found that is just something that really helps me, because it's something that makes a conversation, basically.
Yeah, it opens the door up. I saw, like, there, if you go on our Instagram, I posted a picture of a Mandalorian Mando from Sunday, and he was all decked out. He had, I think he had, I'm pretty sure he had a Baby Yoda, but he was just decked out and looked legit. And he even had the voice changer. And I took his picture, and he nodded at me and said, "This is the way." And we all responded, "This is the way." Yeah.
It's great. And I don't know if I don't think you got the picture, but I posted on my Instagram page a picture that I really liked of myself. Josh, you did get one of me. I don't know if you posted it. I didn't really like either of those.
I know. I took it with your phone. It was because you took one of me with the T'Challa Star-Lord, and I took one of you with the T'Challa Star-Lord.
Okay, yeah. So
with your phone.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, I did one. You may have seen it on my Instagram or Facebook or something. I was it was kind of impromptu, like last minute. I decided to, on Sunday, throw on my Spider-Gwen costume, which I bought 2 years ago, almost wore, but didn't, because there's a whole lot of, before I really started like transitioning and everything.
A lot of feelings there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. And it's kind of see-through, so I had to be better prepared this year. A lot of Spider-Gwens there, by the way. That is also a fun thing. Okay. Almost regardless of what you cosplay, you're very likely to find at least one other person doing your cosplay.
Oh yeah, 2016, it was if it wasn't DragonCon of that year, it was Halloween. Harley Quinn was the one. Now this year it's Loki. Like, Loki's everywhere.
Loki's
all the variants.
I mean, and you still get a lot of classics. Like, there were still a lot of Harley Quinns, which I love, because I just got my Harley Quinn tattoo recently, and it's wonderful.
A lot of Deadpools.
And I showed my Harley
Quinn Mandalorians
to every Harley Quinn cosplayer. Anyways, I apologize.
Do y'all have a? It's like a cat. I feel like there's a catchphrase that goes with that. Oh.
But I mean, there were some cosplayers from the show too, the Harley Quinn show. Like, I saw a few Poison Ivies dressed as the version of the show, and I saw one that was with a Kite Man. So
nice.
And of course there was I saw some king sharks. They usually have like a big costume thing, and one I didn't actually get a very good look at them, but I think it was like a big like cardboard or some kind of thing of King Shark, and then it had like a little um, Dr. Psycho on him.
Nice. Yeah,
So that was a
yeah.
lot of
It's so
fun.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I went only went one day. Was really on the fence because I was excited because I saw a bunch of guests there, and then I was a little taken back because of COVID cases. Then a lot of guests were backing out that I really wanted to meet. But I was like, I'll just go just for Sunday, and everybody was very consistent with wearing masks, and there wasn't as you could definitely make weave in and out of people. We weren't all inside all the time. It wasn't like the conventions in the World Congress Center where you're all in one giant room together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to the Felicia Day panel, and it was nice. I went down to the signing area. I got to see Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor in Smallville and Flash and Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. And then I also met Tom Welling, who played Clark Kent in Smallville. He also played a character, Pierce in Lucifer. But it was just great meeting those guys. I've been been watching them since I was a kid, so it was really cool. And I got to say hey to Rob Paulson too, as well as the actor Luke Fox in the Batwoman show. And even if you don't like go get a picture or go talk to them or get an autograph, it's still cool to see them in person. It's like, oh my God, they're a real person, like here in the flesh.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, I'm always see, and I make a point about this kind of thing all the time, I feel like, but yeah, I don't get super excited about celebrities. Like if it's someone that I actually like and have heard speak about things and I feel like I could talk with, if I were to ever have the opportunity to talk with one of them, I mean someone specifically, I would love to just talk. Other than that, like, but that's because, I'm just like celebrities, like they're just people that are good at their job. Their job just happens to be like acting or
Acting. Yeah,
whatever it
great
is.
acting, great um, actor, voice actor, screenwriter. Just good art. They're just really good artists, and but I think you know the way they present the role, the passion they put in the role, it does strike a chord with people, and it kind of helps them connect to what they've enjoyed, that they can actually meet the person. So, and then if you are have gotten good at something, you work your whole life at something and gotten really good at it, and it's cool to get that feedback from people too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, and I think Christopher Eccleston actually made it this year. um,
Oh
I
wow.
didn't see him, but I watched part of a video that someone posted um, from him on the panel. Um, so that was cool. He's one that, like, of course, I loved him in Doctor Who, but
Mm-hmm. He was a good daughter.
yeah, but also I feel like he wouldn't be that interesting of a person to talk to. I don't know though. Maybe that would just be for me, or maybe, yeah, I mean, I haven't talked to him. I honestly, again, I also haven't really seen interviews with him, so I really don't know what kind of presence he gives off. Um, the, Based on the panel, the bit of the panel that I watched, like he seemed fine, but I don't know. Personally, I picked up on some kind of energy of like he's he's there, and he seemed very serious, like there
Mm-hmm.
to talk about, just his work. Not so much to engage with fans, but maybe that was just my own reading of it. And
Yeah.
because this year I only really had to compare with Felicia Day,
Mm-hmm.
who is
Yeah.
very open, very
Yeah.
compassionate, very passionate about just
Yeah.
her fans and everything.
Yeah, and and I'm sure celebrities or the actors and the people that get to come, the guests that get to come there are have different levels of social, uh, you know, uh, easiness. I'm sure he seems like a very kind of a private person,
Yeah.
while Felicia seems really bubbly and likes talking and can
Right.
talk for hours, talk for that straight hour that we saw her for.
Right. And that's why I am, yeah, and she's good. She's got me because now I'm gonna watch her Twitch stream because I didn't know that she did that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, so I mean, I personally would just, she's someone that I would love to be able to have on like a podcast or just a little episode. But I know like she's all kinds of busy and stuff, so I don't really hold my breath for celebrities on here. Like big time celebrities. So, but yeah, so my experience, I told you what I did on Saturday. Again, panel, meetup, talking to people, made some friends I connected with, and then party. And then again, Sunday, it was Felicia Day panel. I met with someone I met on the night before at the party. I met with them for lunch. We kind of walked around DragonCon most of the day together. Then I actually went to the vendor hall a couple times on Sunday. Josh, you and I obviously met up there.
Yeah,
walked around
vendor
for a while.
hall. That was the biggest vendor hall of any con I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
4 levels. The line was egregious. Like you had to walk around. Like it got to the point where you had to walk all the way around America's Mart to get into America's Mart.
Yeah, and that is always such a big line. It moves really quickly though, like most lines there.
Yeah, yes.
Some lines. But and the vendor hall this year was significantly less traffic and fewer vendors than before. But it's great. And me and Josh both got the same thing. I got a butterfly trainer. So these are fun little things, you do like little tricks and stuff. Mine's red.
I got a green one. It's cool. I like it.
And of course I keep trying to do some tricks and I kind of fail horribly on some of them, but it's a trainer. It's really nice. So it doesn't have like a sharp blade or anything. So you're not going to cut yourself.
Cut your hand every time you practice.
But I'm always so nervous about just approaching the vendor hall because I'm always like, I want this and that and this other thing and all of the things.
I would have bought, if I had the wall space, I would have bought all those pictures from, shout out to the Dominic Glover, because they had so many, great pictures and pieces of art there that I would like to just put on a wall somewhere. Yeah, all of the artists there are wonderful. Just have really awesome stuff. But yeah, so did you have anything else to talk about for your experience this year, Josh? No, I had fun for that little day trip that I went. I definitely want to go next year. If I go to at least Saturday and Sunday, so I can have, because Friday and Saturday is the meatiest part of the convention, where you can have more of the I guess the heavier panels. I guess the more complex panels. There's a lot more going on. You probably see more, and maybe go to a party or two. And I think I may actually cosplay one of these years. Yeah, cosplaying is definitely fun. Of course, I always think of these really elaborate ideas, and I'm like, meh. I didn't. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much or be walking around all day in something hot, and because it is still hot in Atlanta in September. Yeah, but they're a lot of fun. That's our experience with DragonCon 2021. Hoping to go back next year, and really, I just want to go with like at least a friend that I can stay with like almost the entire time, or a group of friends would be great. But I mean, not everybody has the luxury to be able to do that, and but because it's definitely more fun with friends. Yeah. Definitely have to plan ahead, and maybe and hopefully things will be better, safer next year. So
Yeah.
It can be a little more extensive, and we can, maybe do some planning ahead of time.
Yeah. And again, I was very surprised, happily surprised that people were doing really well at keeping their masks on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was very surprised. But yeah. All right, thank you guys for that, for watching this little update here, and we'll keep you posted on social media about when we're posting, what we're posting. Maybe if we get any kind of schedule. I don't think we're gonna have much of a schedule lately, but we'll keep you guys posted on stuff. So check us out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Peace out. Nerd out.
Nerd out.